Hello, today we'll be solving exercise 2.2 loop squares on practice it. The question reads, write a for loop that produces the following output: 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, and 100. And for added challenge, try to modify your code so that it does not need to use a multiplication operator. And it can be done. Hint, look at the differences between the adjacent numbers. So first off, what we want to make sure that we do is implement a for loop, as it states the first line of the question. And second, we want to not use the multiplication table or the operator. So then how do we do this? Well, here we luckily practice it. It gave us a hint to look at, and the hint reads, look at the difference between the adjacent numbers. So let's go ahead and do that. And the first two numbers, the difference is 3, second is 5, then it's 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, and 19. And as you can see, there's clearly a pattern between the differences. You're first adding 3, and then you're going up by the next odd number. So then how would we code this? Well, first of all, we would be using a for loop, and we would set it to 1. And for this problem, we would have to make it less than or equal to 100, because that will be the last number for the output. And what you can do is actually do I plus equals var, which will be an int variable that we'll be implementing. And in a bit, I'll tell you why we're going to be using var. So have the open bracket and the close bracket. And then over here, if we do var plus equals 2, that would account for the fact that the difference is increasing by 2 every single time. This is a plus 2. This is a plus 2, and so on and so forth. And all you need to do is system.out.print I. So now to test that this actually works, we're going to be looking at it from every for loop that runs from each case. So the first time it runs, var will be initially valued at 1 outside the for loop, and then I will also be 1. But if you look at this right here, var will be now 3, and you're printing out I, which is 1. Then over here, because it's I plus equals var, I will now be increased to 4, and the same loop processes it over again. So var plus equals 2, which is 5. I is printed out, so 4, and now I is changed to 9. So as you can see, this for loop works, and all we need to do is implement it. So if I clear all the drawings and actually write it out. By the way, you can name your int variable anything you want. For this purpose and this specific problem, I will be naming it var. So for int I equals 1, which will be the first number printed. As you can see, it's 1. And it'll go all the way up to the last number that's being printed, 100. And you're adding by var each time. But var is also increasing by 2 each time. So you want to do plus equals 2. And at the end, all you need to do is simply print out I, as well as a space, because there is a space between all the numbers. So now if you press submit, everything will be correct. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.